he comes down, it's going to destroy all these military of these nations. That's why you don't want to be in that armies. You know, it's better to get a AWOL, you know, than to go into those armies.
Or get a disruptive, like the brother that fight the MPs.
You know, it's better to be discharged
Unlawfully, or what do they call it? Undesirable.
Right. Than to be in there because the Lord's going to put you to death, man.
That's another thing. If you're in the military here in the States, you get that potato chip. You know, let's put it that way. You know.
Oh, they already got the potato chip. The military people.
Some of them, yeah. Well, I don't know how many, but you know, they're supposed to get it already. You know. As when the mountain fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil, to make thy name known to thy adversaries, that the nations may tremble at thy presence.
Or even the way the Apostle Tahar said it, the digital all.
I gotta start using that one, I think.
Yeah.
When thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down. The mountains flowed down at thy presence.
Which it says he's going to come like a thief in the night. People aren't looking for this to happen. Everybody thinks it's going to go back to normal. Why do you think a lot of people are taking that thing, thinking that everything is going to go back to normal?
Oh, no. The brother did a video. They said in Israel, they're on the third now, but they said every 6 months.
And they said pills, I heard. I think where you're going to have to start popping pills every day now on top of it.
You know why? Those pharmaceuticals, they're making mad money.
Yeah. And they're fucking you up at the same time. Because a lot of people ain't even dying from it.
Yeah, because
they're just getting fucked up from it.
Those shots, they cost $38 each. Times that, times 6 or 7, 8 billion people.
And it's an experiment. That's all it is. They try to tell you that it was FDA approved, and it's not. And even if the FDA did approve it, when you go into who controls the FDA, it's the wicked. So they're not looking out for your interests anyway.
The same lady that passed, or they said that what they did was they did another EUA. But the same lady that did that, she's the one responsible for the opiate crisis.
Right.
It's like the flu shot. They used to give people for the flu right every year, but they had to find the right one, right? But sometimes they wouldn't get the right shot for it.
You know the heads of these pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer, they're actually ex-FDA heads.
You know the largest, what do they call them in Congress, and they give them money?
Lobbyists.
Pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
That's even bigger than the gun industry.
And really, it's on genocide. Because, see, they don't need you no more.
Right.
They're going into their new world order in their mind, and they don't need you no more.
They got to get rid of about 7.5 billion of you.
Right? Look at Georgia Guidestones. They got to get the population down below 500 million so that you could be easily controlled.
Right.
Right now, there's too many.
Right. They got robots that could do your job better than you.
How come?
Yeah.
Right.
If you want to go into the Apocrypha, or the second Ezra 15. What you got?
This is Mark chapter 13 and verse 24. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken.
Right, because they think they're going to accomplish it with that hour of temptation when they bring out that, make it mandatory worldwide. You know, you can't even go to the store to buy groceries no more. But Yahweh Shai is going to come, and that's why the heavens are going to be shaken. The Illuminati, they're going to be hiding in I just saw yesterday, they got submarines for these rich, right? They're billions of dollars. And it's like a fucking mansion in the submarine. And they could go under the ocean and be under there for long periods of time.
But they don't realize the Leviathan's going to get...
Right. There's going to be all kinds of things. Shit. The elect are going to become hunters.
Oh, didn't they see those chariots, the army, that went right into the ocean?
Right?
Yeah.
Chariots are in the ocean.
Right.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost parts of the earth to the uttermost parts of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. And we see it. These pestilence on my news channel, there's all kinds of different pestilence coming up.
And that's why we're in a memorial of the trumpets. What was trumpets for in the ancient world? Warning. All right? They were a military instrument, a horn, because they didn't have the technology like they do today.
With radios and stuff.
Right. So they would use watchmen and they would use the horn. All right? In fact, Jerusalem, it was a walled city, and while we were out in the field, they would have had Israelites on the wall. And when they saw those Edomites coming in, which you had Edomites in the city of Jerusalem, but they would have blown the trumpet. Woo!
And you start running in.
Yeah, get in, hurry.
Like those movies or those shows where the shark, they see a shark in the ocean. That was like Esau, and there's a shark. Get in
Everybody
there.
trying to swim in, and he's snatching up the slowest ones.
Esau's the shark.
Yeah, he is a killer. He's a bloodthirsty killer, man. There ain't no negotiating with him. Hey, negotiate with his jab.
Shit. Negotiate with the Terminator.
Right. That's what Esau is. He's a sword. He's literally a weapon of mass destruction. That's why he created a device of his work, which is a nuclear missile. That was given to him from Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai to fulfill prophecy. That sword is going to destroy his kingdom.
I subscribe to this channel called Atomic News, or they put up all kinds of atomic bombs, and it was like a documentary show. And Esau was trying to figure out the right height. So when that blast wave, because it showed the blast wave with the slow motion camera, at the right height, it'll blow people apart more. Like they're trying to get the most destruction.
Right.
That'll blow people apart.
Right. I mean, he's a weapon of mass destruction.
He was calculating like from ground all the way up, which is the best.
Right.
It's called like a secondary blast wave, because the bomb hits, right, and then it hits the ground, and then the blast wave goes back up like that, and it pushes out.
Yeah, that's why you get that mushroom cloud. Because you got nuclear missiles that go underground, you got nuclear missiles that are above ground, and then you even got nuclear missiles that they drop in the right out the atmosphere. Those are what send off EMPs, the ones that are up in the atmosphere.
Yeah. That show even has ones in the ocean.
In the ocean, they just dropped one.
Verily, I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
Right, which we're close though, because just like the signs of the seasons, you could see the signs of the times. Let me grab that real quick, and then we'll go to 2 Ezra 15. 2 Ezra 9, verse 9. I'm sorry, verse 1. 2 Ezra 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Just like the brother read. When you're looking at the seasons, the trees, when it's winter, they lose the leaves, right?
That's the spirit. Because they said on this news channel, it said like it shows the dates of Denver, which in the mountains, like this date is when this part of the mountains turn colors. This date is when this part of the mountains.
That's where they get the farmer's element.
Oh yeah.
Where they're able to judge the weather. But you know what? They're saying there's biblical events happening. Like in Texas where it never snowed, it just snowed the other day.
Yep.
You see? When we were at camp in Denver, what were they showing on that tower, on that clock tower? Denver getting blown up by a
Oh
nuke.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a sign of the times, man.
Oh yeah.
It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, and if you look up how many protests there is, hundreds of protests are happening in hundreds of different countries.
They said
Right.
like I think it was 250,000 people in France.
And earthquakes are the same. Look it up. You can Google it, and they'll show you all these different earthquakes, and that's just the ones they show you. There's earthquakes that they're not showing you because they have earthquakes after earthquakes. They're
I
called
just seen
aftershocks.
this news thing. They're saying they thought that those super volcanoes only explode like every 700,000 years. They said they think it explodes more often than that.
Oh yeah, they don't know because their science is theory. The word science means to know, but see, this devil, he only goes off of theory. That's why when you go talk to their doctors, they have theory. They don't have true knowledge.
Misinformation.
Yeah. He says, then shalt thou well understand, because we're the ones that actually have the true knowledge, because of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It says that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. See? So the ones that are going to be saved are the ones that have faith. The ones that don't have faith, which you got 2/3 of our people that are lacking faith, they're going to be destroyed just like a heathen. Go ahead, Nicole.
Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right. But once again, it's prophesied 1/3 will believe, 2/3 in America will not believe.
Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahushai.
Which the ones that are going to be able to sing this song, Revelation 14 tells you only 144,000 elect men, which are in different generations. You had Abba Bivens, which he's in the spirit realm right now. And the elder Manatazak of the tribe of Reuben out there in New York, he was telling his dream last night that he was dreaming of Abba Bivens, telling him about prophecies that are going to come to pass.
That's the spirit. I seen a brother had a dream this morning too. He was from UK, I think, and he said he could see through his roof, and there was 3 chariots, and then he saw 3 more chariots, and they started going into this. He called it like a black hole, but around the black hole were these circle spinning things, and when he touched the circle spinning thing, he got transported to the kingdom. And he said he woke up in a bed, and I can't what he said. Some guy told him something, sorry for something, and then he said he saw Yahweh Shai come in, and his garment was like white, and it had woven inside of it gold, and he said Yahweh Shai came in, and when Yahweh Shai came in, he looked down and he started kissing Yahweh Shai's feet, and he said Yahweh Shai was like jumping or something, and he just said he would just kept kissing his feet. And that Yahweh Shai was like, I don't know, like happy.
Happy.
Yeah, he was like jumping and stuff.
And hey, that actually goes to the scriptures. Let me grab that real quick. So that's how Yahweh Shai endured the cross, it says. I believe
But he
it's
couldn't
Hebrews.
really explain, like
Yeah.
the way Yahweh Shai was.
I had a dream recently. I told the brothers about it. But I was changed into the spirit realm. And the spirit realm is different than the physical realm, you know. Things move faster, but also they're slower because the days of Yahushua is what? Is 1,000 years.
That's why these people that get the shit, they're gonna fucking burn for 1,000 years.
It says, Hebrews 12, verse 2, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him, what joy? To be in his position with his brothers. Because really, we're as brothers with him in this truth.
He's rooting for us.
Yeah. He was praying for us. So he says, I pray for them and not for the world. Who was he praying for? The apostles, but then now we're the branches of those branches. You know, we always gave that example as these trees. You got the thick limb, and then out of that thick limb, you have thinner branches.
The trunk,
Yeah, you got the trunk, which is Yahushua. He is the vine. And then off of that vine,
those are the apostles.
yeah, you got 12 apostles.
And then we're like the twigs.
Right, you got the apostles and elders, you know, and we are those end branches.
That's why you gotta fall in line. You ain't gonna be the number one.
No,
that
place has already took it.
Yeah, you gotta find.
Now under him is who? King David.
King David.
So you're not gonna take King David's place.
And you don't really want it because that's given to him, you know.
Yeah.
Who's Peter?
Apostle Peter. King Masha, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. So that just goes with what the brother was saying. See, because in the spirit, you're going to be able to be moving at the speed beyond sound or light. But at the same time, things are going to slow down.
And Esau even says that when you're going so fast, it slows down.
Slow down, yeah. Like that, they got bugs that actually move so fast. It don't seem like it to us, but they're moving so fast that if it was us,
you'd be running at 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, but to us, it looks like they're moving slow. That's why the spirit, we got to be changed into those spiritual bodies so that we could travel into the galaxies.
Like we were talking about a while back, that shrimp, they said it's like a 22 bullet.
Oh, yeah, he sparks.
It can punch so fast.
Yeah, he sparks.
Oh, they have one that punches too, and it's like a 22 bullet.
There's one, he snaps his fingers, his claws, so fast that it creates light. And that light, actually, it says it eliminates all the water around it.
Oh, yeah, it's like a gas bubble. I seen that.
Yeah, under the ocean, bro. That's power, bro. See, but to you look at it, it looks slow, but really it's so fast. Go ahead.
And cause them, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
Which we have the Holy Bible, including the Apocrypha.
Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, which incredulity is unbelief. And it says not to fear those things that they imagine to do to us.
Like that 2/3 pink shoe motherfucker.
Right. He was an unbeliever. And then the ones that want to hurt us, don't worry about them. Because it says their own sword shall fall upon their head. All right? They're planning on coming in after us. But the Lord's going to make things happen to them. Just stay faithful until the end.
Just like that army guy. Within 24 hours, execution. That motherfucker, the next week he was making, there was a snowstorm.
You don't even see him no more.
Yeah, there was a snowstorm and all kinds of
You got different generals that already came and gone.
And he was supposed to execute.
Right. It's all, what is it? All responsibility ends at me. Reminds me of Haman, which was in the time of Mordecai and Esther. And he was working with the Persians, and he was building gallows to kill the Israelites. And it ended up being him and his family that got killed on those gallows.
Esau, he's silly, bro. Everything, he's gonna try to do this, it's gonna backfire. He's gonna try to do this, it's gonna backfire. He's just like a silly guy.
That's why he's a fool.
Yeah.
As I said, don't worry about them. They talk all this shit, and they have plans to do some wicked shit, but it don't mean that it's gonna come to pass. But these 2/3, they're gonna be falling into that shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're gonna be tortured. They're gonna be slaughtered by Esau because they don't repent.
They're not even trying to.
They're ignorant too. They don't know what to do.
Willingly ignorant, like it says in 2 Peter chapter 3.
For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Why? Because they are unfaithful.
Behold, saith the Lord Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, and sword and famine, death and destruction.
Right, which goes into Revelation 6. When he opens the seals, Yahushua opens the seals. He opens what? The seal for Esau, the sword. And then Esau brings in famine, death, and destruction. Final destruction being the nuclear missiles that he developed.
They're hiding in their homes.
And they showed that in one movie, War Games, remember? With that machine, it's called Joshua AI.
Oh yeah, you showed us.
Yeah, and Joshua shoots missiles on America in the game. But it's going to be a real thing that happens. Yahushai, which Joshua goes back to Yahushai, he's going to shoot missiles. He's going to have these missiles shot upon you. How he's going to control men's hearts to do so. Revelation 17.
Like that movie, I don't know what it's called, where their eyes are black.
Oh yeah, it's called Apocalypse. And he says, even if you shoot your arrows from the top of the Tower of Babylon, you still cannot strike God.
Oh man, I read a scripture. I'll get it in just a minute. Go ahead, man.
For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
And once again, why did the Romans come in on Jerusalem in 70 AD? Because Israel became wicked. So that's why the Lord put the heart of these Edomites to come up against us. Deuteronomy 28 tells you that. Because you're not serving the Lord with all joyfulness for the want of all these, he'll make you go serve your enemy. But your enemy, the so-called white man, is a terrible person. You want to know why they're starving kids? Because the so-called white man is ruling the world.
Yeah, he could feed him.
Right.
And their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore saith the Lord Yahushua, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's why you got the prophets. Revelation 11. And the devil, the so-called white man, he's afraid. Because see, the elite, these low-level trailer trash Edomites don't know shit. But the elite, they know who we are. They know the records, you know? They have the records. In the, the Vatican? They said underneath that Vatican, they have all kinds of records from the past. Shit. Just think about the things they record around us that happened. The chariots, they just caught the chariot 5,000 miles wide on their satellite. Sitting over the earth. So see, they know that their time is short, and that's why they're coming down with great wrath. See? But these peons, these low-level trailer park trash Edomites, they don't know nothing. They're going to be obliterated in the nuclear missile too.
And therefore saith the Lord Yahushua, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
Right, and what you're talking about, we read it in Matthew 24. When he comes and he pretty much puts that order out for the elect to be gathered. But it tells you in Revelation 7, the elect and an unnumberable multitude of Israelites from all the nations, from all four corners of the world, are going to be gathered. It's going to be a great number, but it's still going to be a smaller number than that are going to be destroyed.
Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter.
Right? What is Esau planning to do to his people? To slaughter them. But the Lord is still holding them back. Because he could already have given them to it. But it's because he's having patience on us. He's suffering us so that the elect could be spared. Because you got to remember when Abraham was praying to the Lord, would you destroy the righteous with the wicked? And the Lord said no. So that's why the destruction hasn't happened.
But once they're sealed,
it's over.
Yeah.
I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
Right, which America is modern day Egypt.
God.
That's why all these plagues are coming upon this place.
I'm telling you, man, I never seen, because I had this news channel for a while. I never seen these plagues like this.
Right. Oh, that's why if you watch the news, they're telling you biblical events. Right? That flooding, that was biblical.
They said it was once every 100 years.
The famine, right? They're actually discovering newly created beasts. So all these things are the signs of the times. Just as when you see a tree that was barren, and then you start to see the buds showing, you say, oh, it's that time. Of what? Summer. It says in Malachi 4 that there will be a day that burns as an oven. We're getting near that day. Why do you think you got America leaving so many weapons to the Afghanis? Then you got the United States military saying pretty much that there ain't no ISIS, there ain't no Taliban. That is the Afghani army. See? That is the Iraqi army. Why? Because their tongue is falling upon their own head. At the same time, you got the pangs, which pangs means the messengers of pain, which are the prophets. That's why in Obadiah, it says you got a rumor from Yahweh through the prophets. At the same time, you got an ambassador among the heathens saying, let's rise up against her in war. And what are we saying? America's going to be destroyed in war.
Babylon.
So he's getting hit by the right hand and the left hand.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten.
That foundation is what? Their forefathers.
Oh, when they,
These guys that are running as politicians, those are the forefathers that signed their Declaration of Independence in the past. 1776, Abraham Lincoln, Biden, Andrew
what
Jackson,
they call him?
Trump.
What was that name? Cabin Republican or
Oh yeah, log cabin, a homosexual.
Oh man, I did a video this morning and I Googled for the scriptures and I Googled military men, right? Guess what came up? Fucking, they're drinking, two fucking military guys kissing each other. I'm telling you, it's Babylon and Sodom.
Oh, yeah.
It's Egypt and Sodom. You watch, do military men, two faggots kissing.
Oh yeah. This is when Trump was running was president. They had a video of him kissing Giuliani in drag. And you saw Biden grabbing that little boy from the back like he was butt fucking him. You know? So these presidents are fucking abominations, man. They're sodomites all the way up. And hey, even the Illuminati, who do you think's shining their helmets? Fucking these politicians for their life. There's a Mason, he actually came out. He says the Masons, the Edomite Masons, they actually get their orders right from the Rothschilds. But you got to get their permission. Like Biden, he had to go blow fucking Rothschild to get his position. And they didn't give it to him when he was young. They gave it to him when he was, if this is him, it might not even be him, you know?
Yeah.
But they use and abuse their own people even.
Oh yeah, they said Hillary Clinton was like a abusive calling them niggas, the Secret Service and shit, and they didn't want to be around her.
Yeah, I heard that.
But what did they do to her? What did the Rothschilds do to her and Bill? See?
Yep.
They're abused by the Rothschilds.
I heard she was having sex with that one guy's woman.
Oh, well, they were eating babies. I just came across a video on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
This guy was revealing it. It's nasty, man. They said that they would be fucking torturing these babies, and the baby's giving out a scream that is disgusting, right? And while the baby's screaming, they're peeling the skin off of it. And the skin, they'll cut a little bit out. They'll eat a little bit of it. They'll stick things inside the holes of the baby and shit.
These suckers gonna pay.
Yeah, and he was like, it's just horrible, horrible shit.
And he seen the video?
He was probably partaking in it. He probably couldn't stomach most of it, and that's why he snitched on it. But for him to be up at that level, he had to do some shit.
Oh, I got it right here. Can I get this real quick? Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 15. He that justify the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to Yahweh.
There you go. So even that dude that says, oh, there's still some good ones out there.
There ain't no good one.
You're just as wicked as the one doing the wicked shit. Like your Hannity's.
Oh, man.
Or you got these Jake that want to justify Esau. You're as wicked as an Edomite, man. You got to die with the Edomite. You got to die in that lake of fire.
And they wonder, everything they do, they got to pay for.
You got to pay for it.
In that kingdom,
And
what's going to happen
that's the
to them?
righteous judgment, bro, of a witch. Is what? Fire. They're to be burnt by fire. A whore is to be burnt by fire. That's why Israel is going to be the 2/3 that are not of Israel. They're going to be in that lake of fire too, because they're acting as whores. See, they're committing adultery against our Lord.
And the Lord hates that. It talks in the scripture about they were sacrificing the babies and stuff. The Lord hates that.
Because rebellion is witchcraft, pretty much. That's what Esau is. He's a witch. Why? Because he's rebellious against the Lord.
Yeah, they go exact opposite. The Lord says, don't have homosexuals, kill homosexuals. He has homosexual protection.
What did Pink Shoe say last